So it's Tog versus Vog.
Well, you're outnumbered, Chris.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking about it. I was reading through, and like, there's one of me and there's two of you, which is a bit shit, isn't it? Do you think?
Just stop being a pussy and get on with it.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, or one of you needs to fuck off, basically.
Well, like, how do we decide who's going to do that?
If you think I'm going to ruin my 100% attendance, you can fuck off.
To be fair, mate, you're the least funny according to recent polls. So
yeah,
no one's watching it for that.
we don't talk about the results of that poll. So, how do we decide anything in the world is a good, honest game of rock paper scissors? I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I am so good at rock paper scissors as well.
Winner gets to do an episode with me today, and loser fucks off. How's that sound?
How do I lose?
Yeah. Game a chance, boy. Game a chance.
All right, Toby, are you one of these weird people that does 1, 2, 3, go? Because it should just be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, rock, paper, go.
Isn't it
right?
No, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah,
no, just 1, 2,
rock,
3.
Paper, go.
Okay, this is our first debate for the next episode of Agony Uncle. So it would be which is the correct procedure for rock paper scissors.
Go on the 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Go on the 3.
Okay.
Are you doing best of 3, or are you just going to go for it? One hit.
One hit.
There's no point doing best of 3 in a game of chance. 1 in 3 game of chance, is there?
Fair enough. Fine.
Ridiculous.
All right, John, you're such a fucking princess. Get on.
All right.
On 3, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
What have you fucking got? Jellyfish.
Fire beats everything.
Beats everything.
What is that?
Love you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye. 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 Love you. Bye. Bye.
Welcome back to the Shooters Podcast. It's me, John War, with
Chris Tuffer.
Chris Toffer.
That's what my mum calls me anyway. Yeah.
Of Diamond Wedding Films.
Something like that.
We're back, episode 12 today. Going strong. We did joke yesterday on the stories that we didn't think, well, we joked, didn't we? Will we be able to maintain this in wedding season? No. Not week by week.
Well, we did think piece of piss. What we've got to do is record an episode every once a week. Easy. I don't know what all these other podcasters are complaining about.
Yeah. Turns out life is hectic. Running a business is hard. Having kids is hard.
It is. It's nice to be back, though, John. You've got a bit of an absence.
It's nice. Nice to be back.
But
nice to be back.
This does mean, as people may notice, Toby is no longer with us because
he's not dead.
He's busy, isn't he? No, he's no, because he was here for the intro. I don't think he was. I know he's not dead, but he was here for the intro, wasn't he? Now he's just disappeared. He's no longer with us for today's episode.
Yes, true.
I think he's a bit busy, isn't he? But this does eliminate his clean sheet, his streak of attending every Shooter's Wedding podcast episode so far. So I'm a little bit smug about that.
Long live the streak, Toby.
He used to be a roofer as well, didn't he, Toby? So, Toby, if you're up there.
Don't fall down.
Don't fall down.
So because of Toby's availability, we're doing an episode today, which is Tog versus Vog. So we're going to argue about what's better and then see if we're still friends at the end of it.
Yeah.
But is the crux of it?
We'll see, won't we? I'm looking forward to this one because there are some quite interesting points that we've raised along the way and some interesting talking points. And I'm interested to see if we agree or disagree in a majority.
If we disagree, can we still be friends?
Yeah, I reckon we're better than that. Yeah. Well, we've got to because we've got a few weddings coming up together, haven't we? So be a bit awkward.
It'd be awkward, wouldn't it, if we weren't?
Do you remember that podcast we used to do where we liked each other?
Yeah. Be really hard, wouldn't it, if we weren't talking with me just drifting into your shot all the time and you not being able to say anything?
Well, it's funny you should say that because that's exactly what happens.
I know.
Which is probably a point that we'll talk about today.
I just can't help it. I get in the zone. Anyway, so we're going to tell you what we've been up to, what's been going on in our lives and in the wedding world since our kind of last time together. We're going to talk the Tog versus Vog bit. We're going to have some fighting talk. And then, obviously, we're going to end with the best bit.
the best bit, the bit where we finish the Agony Uncles.
I can't even believe how good 2 of the Agony Uncles are today. You know, when we decided we were going to do this as a segment, as a recurring thing, because we thought it would be good, they're like the creme de la creme of things that you would have wanted people to write in. But they'll also be read anonymously because they're fucking good.
They have to be anonymous.
They are good.
But yeah, make sure you stick around for the end of the episode to hear those. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
John, what have you been up to?
Well, I had a baby.
You did. Congratulations.
I didn't have a baby. My partner had a baby. And so I've had time off the day job, bit of paternity leave. It's been nice, but it's very busy. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't a holiday, is it?
Yeah.
It's nothing
No.
like a holiday.
No.
Very much just time to adjust to new routines and get used to what your baby does and when it sleeps and if it ever sleeps and when you sleep and stuff like that, which is never.
Yeah.
But it's good fun. He's a scrummy little bundle of joy, you know. He's getting big.
that.
He's already outgrowing the like first size stuff, but
Love that.
we had a couple of days in the hospital where he wasn't feeding, so a little bit concerning, but it was nothing to really worry about in the end. He was a bit jaundiced, stuff like that. And you wouldn't believe that he was reluctant to feed. One, because he belongs to me.
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
Unthinkable, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And now he's hench.
Like you, yeah.
Yeah, just hench, like me, yeah.
Yeah.
Hench, handsome, witty, funny,
Lovely.
you know.
Shits
all-
himself.
Yeah, shit.
Just like you.
Cries when he's hungry, yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So, summarise your wedding season so far.
This wedding season, and intentionally, has been a bit of a slow burner for me. I intentionally sort of spaced it out a little bit. So I've actually, I'm in the middle of a 20-day break now. So my next wedding is next weekend.
We were on a break. Toby wouldn't get that.
He wouldn't get it. He doesn't get any Friends references. Which is quite funny because our opening intro was a Friends reference and he didn't really understand what fire was in a game of rock, paper, scissors.
And also, we were going to call the episode the one without Toby.
Yeah. But if he did, grow up and watch Friends, he would have been on this episode because he could have water ballooned your fire.
Yeah, exactly.
As most normal people know. But my wedding season kicks off after that one. Then we're pretty much at least one a week for the foreseeable future. So that is how it looks now. So we were in the thick of it until sort of September, October time. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we like. Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard going to work one day a week, isn't it?
Yeah. I just feel guilty for whinging about it. That's why I never complain.
Play a little violin. Oh, I'm so busy working one day a week. Yeah.
What's the one? Oh, I've got 2 in a row. Got 2 shifts this week. Fuck off.
I mean, we had a double header, didn't we? And it was fun.
We had a great time, actually, last weekend, wasn't it?
No, the weekend before. But
time just runs away with me on my 20-day break.
22nd and 23rd. Yeah, it was devastating for me because, obviously the baby was only 2 weeks old at that point. I had to have a night away in a hotel, which meant a full 8 hours of sleep, which was awful.
Horrendous. Do you know what? You've never looked so joyful, refreshed, rested, cheerful. And I put that down to that hotel stay with a newborn.
But also it was directly across the road from the hotel. Like I could see the wedding venue from my hotel window. So I woke up about 10 minutes before I had to leave and cracked on. So
it was a lovely day and a lovely day
wonderful.
in Torquay in the blistering heat.
Won it all.
It was hot.
What are the best things you've seen so far that you're really enjoying?
Do you know what? I'm going to bring this up now because I feel like this is something we wanted to talk about. Singing waiters. We had a bit of a disjointed opinion on singing waiters back along in the previous episode, didn't we?
I think we told them to stay in 2025, actually.
We did. But last weekend, John and I did a wedding together with, what was the company?
Singing Waiters
UK. Singing Waiters UK, guy called Eddie. Absolute hero of a man. Not only was he just a wonderful guy, but he's just changed our opinion completely, isn't he?
And actually, they did the Singing Waiters bit, didn't they? And then they did the evening entertainment as DJs and performers as well.
Yeah. So
and it was an incredible just mix of stuff. It was awesome.
But it was great. It was a great dynamic because it wasn't just a random DJ turning up. It was the singing waiters from earlier that everyone knows and they've already experienced. So the vibes were unreal in the evening because it's all integrated and everyone knew these guys.
And they were letting people get up and sing, weren't they, on the microphones and stuff? And then the flower girl did Taylor Swift, didn't she? She
flawlessly,
did a flawless word for word performance.
Yeah,
of "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not in a great habit of marketing plugs on this podcast, are we? It's not something we make a habit of doing. Really. But credit where it's due. Singer Waiters UK, Eddie.
They were amazing. They were the best at that I've certainly seen by quite some way. And just like talking to them in between was funny, wasn't it? They were easy to get along with. He picked up me talking about The Office, which was highly impressive because there's some pretty niche humour in there that Eddie picked up on. Yeah, I quite fancy him actually.
I quite fancy Eddie. Actually,
I might make him a hall pass as well. And I was looking on his Instagram. I think he does like a rock tribute as well, and he might be a Meatloaf impersonator, which I would love to see.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah,
yeah. Maybe we'll get him on the show. Do you reckon he'd come on?
Yeah.
I giggle 100%. Like a girl, you know, like he's
little fanboy.
It's that long hair. No, loved him. Can't recommend them enough if you're going for singing waiters. You know, they're the only ones I've probably seen where I thought, yeah, like you're fucking good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've seen others that are good. They were outstanding.
Yeah,
they really stood out. So.
Yeah, no negatives. So yeah, Eddie, if you're listening, which I fucking hope you are, because that's the least you could do after that.
What was really funny is we were chatting to him and you were like, yeah, we do a podcast, Eddie, you should listen to it. And afterwards he went and I said, you know, we said we'd been singing Waiters Off.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Funny.
Oh, well, he's a grown up.
Yeah,
he's fine. We take it on the chin, but yeah.
We'll put him in the show notes. We'll put the tag in the show notes.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be cool. Other cool things that I've seen. Okay, so this deserves its own talking about. Ian and Shannon's wedding, they did something very cool to organise their group shots, and it's the best thing I've seen.
Yes.
So in their order of service, they included, it was kind of like a bookmark-shaped bit of card, printed like a film strip, and they had the letter. All their group shots were a letter. You could do it with a number. And you had, if you're in the group shots, the letters on the film strip of the group photos you were involved with. So you could hang around the group shots and someone could shout, right, photo A, photo B, photo C. And if you've got it on your card, you go and stand in the photo. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. So just to add a bit of clarity, this was a church ceremony, wasn't it? And everyone's order of service was theirs uniquely with the little name on it.
Correct.
So you'd pick it up and then keep hold of it. And yeah, like you said, like they'd have their own reference for their photos.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Probably a bit of effort to you know, you're right, okay, that's Dave, he's in this one. But
what were the benefits to that?
But the group photos were done in 15 minutes.
There you go.
And then we were moving on and we were doing other stuff and they were enjoying themselves.
Back quick because obviously I disappeared off to the second venue, didn't I? And then turned around and there's Jon. Mad.
Unreal.
Yeah, that was cool.
And
that was cool.
It meant that as we were finishing the group shots, it hailed. So we didn't get stuck in the hail. Now you can't plan for that, but bear it in mind.
Yeah. Just in case.
You never know. You never know when it's going to hail in April.
Yeah. It was a really cool idea. I'm sure they'd be up for sharing that.
Sure they would.
If anyone wants a visual reference, get in touch and we'll get in touch with Ian and Shannon and see if they'll share that over.
Cool. Anyway, today, Chris, Tog versus Vog. Or
Tog versus Vog.
Or Vog versus Tog.
Or Chris versus Jon.
Yeah. We should definitely put some reverb on that, shouldn't we? Tog versus Vog, like the X Factor guy.
Yeah. Tog versus Vog.
Chris Powell.
Yeah. Jon War, come on down.
Oh, we could do like boxing intros, couldn't we?
I did share a story with an Immortal Kombat theme tune in the background.
Anyway.
So for reference, actually, anyone listening who doesn't know what a Tog or a Vog is, that's industry slang for tog, refer, and Well, videographer makes no sense, but
It doesn't, does it? It makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
But-
You just put a
but
V at the
basically-
beginning.
yeah, a Tog is a photographer and a Vog is a videographer, basically, for anyone who doesn't know what that is. So when we say Togs and Vogs, that's what we're talking about. I
actually hate it.
Do you?
I hate the word tog.
It's just photographer. There's a lot to say in it.
It is, and I sometimes
I mean,
trip
4
over
syllables
it,
is a bit silly for a word.
but yeah, tog
Tog.
makes you sound
Hello.
very functional, doesn't it?
It reminds me of those things we used to have in the 90s, little discs that you put together. Pogs. Do you remember those?
Pogs. Yeah. Mate, I was the king of pogs.
Was ya? I used to steal my sister's, to be fair, because she collected them.
Pogs were big, right?
No, they weren't. They were about that, weren't they?
No, you twat. I went on a family holiday to Florida, right? And I come back with all these pogs that no one had seen before.
American
Come back
Pogs.
with what was called a slaminator, right? So you know the
Is that
slammer?
The metal Pog or the big plastic one?
It
is
was
that
a
right?
big metal slammer. It was about a 1/2 inch thick.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I was the boy, mate.
I don't remember.
You couldn't beat me at Pogs with the slaminator.
Pogs was a game. Well, I don't remember how you played Pogs. I just used to
Well,
have
you
them.
put them
and
down,
clip
don't you? You
together.
stack them up. So you're like,
Don't know.
let's go 10v10.
Right.
And you win the Pogs, don't you? So if I put 10 down, you put 10 down.
Yeah.
And then we you throw the slammer at it, and whatever turns over, you keep.
Okay.
Right.
Didn't know
So
that.
whatever go, they turn over, I keep those, and then we restack them, you have a go. With the slaminator, mate, I was fucking cooking everybody.
I used to take them and slot them together.
Ridiculous.
They had little,
Were
they had
you-
little
were
divots,
you-
didn't they?
Did you used to throw the slammer this way, or did you used to throw it
I didn't.
face down?
I never threw a slammer. I was like 6.
Oh.
I just used to steal my sisters and
What
like,
are you
eat
doing
them.
talking to me about Pogs? You don't know.
I don't know. Clearly, I know that I had
Wasting my-
Pogs. I touched them.
Wasting
look
my
at the
time.
pictures.
Wasting
And
my
I-
time.
I had ones with the Tasmanian devil on.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that's Togs and Vogs, not
And
Pogs.
Pogs. Anyway, we're going to talk about where we think people get it wrong, where Togs get it wrong, where Vogs get it wrong, misconceptions, what couples don't realise about the differences between the two.
Let's kick it off.
Go on then.
What? I'm just going to get a bit self-deprecating off the bat. What do photographers think that videographers get wrong?
I mean, I'm representing the entire photography community, aren't I?
You are.
when we
Here's your
answer this.
opportunity. Here it
What
is.
do I think they get wrong? I guess we need to caveat all of this by saying these are generalisations,
Of course.
right? So
Of course.
I don't want people coming at us going, I didn't do it that way, I didn't do it that way. Yeah, it's a fucking generalisation, right? Grow up.
Yeah.
What do I
that
think
will
they get
happen.
wrong? I think often, and you're an exception to this, often videographers rely on the creativity of photographers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've certainly worked with videographers where the creative input is quite minimal or non-existent. And sometimes, that's a style thing. It's, well, I'm documentary, so I just kind of film what happens, right? And that's not necessarily as a photographer, you need that creativity. But I feel it when you do like couples portraits, for example, it feels like you're doing all the thinking and all the
Can
heavy
see that.
lifting, and then someone's kind of benefiting from all of that. So that can be a bit insincere when you kind of present a video about how great something was if you've basically like set a load of shots up that are phenomenally composed and phenomenally well lit and stuff like that for them to just shoot next to you. You're like,
Mhm.
okay, that's all right. But it's much more palatable if they're going to do something else as well.
Absolutely. But
Do you know what I
that's where the collaboration comes in, because
Yeah.
you don't want the videographer to do something completely different, because
No.
that's going to take twice the amount of time. So you
Yes.
do want them to sort of piggyback a little bit, but then they can give you something to piggyback on. So I will get, as you've seen, a lot of movement and stuff, which is great
Yeah.
for my video, but you'll get some cheeky snaps in there that will make really
Yeah.
cool photos, because you
Yeah.
like quite true to life and, action photos, don't you? So, yeah, I would
And-
agree.
And the other thing I would say, and again, generally, this is my experience, don't fucking come
Yeah.
at me, right? There is a tendency for videographers to be more introverted.
Oh, 100%.
Because they don't, I think photographers, if you put the two on a spectrum, photographers love people and, videographers love gear and frame rates.
Gear, tech, and
Yeah.
they're typically a bit nerdier, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, there's nothing wrong with being introverted, right? But I think you get more from the experience as a videographer and are able to do better work if you are really like pro engaging with people and getting yourself involved.
I think it's a different approach. I think to those two different approaches, there isn't a wrong or a right. I know some fantastic videographers that are very introverted.
Mhm.
But the kind of couples that they book react and respond really well to that kind of approach.
True.
Obviously, you know me, you've worked with me a long time. I'm not very introverted. And that and that works really well for my approach and how people expect me to come across.
Sometimes a little bit too not introverted.
True. I don't know what you're referring to there, John, but you are right. You are right. But I feel like I get the response that I require and I get the end product that is expected of me.
And it does come down to that, doesn't it? People will pick you for those reasons as well.
Yes.
Some people will pick these people because they're introverts and because they're going to shut up and not do anything.
So I'm going to disagree with you on that point there, John. I don't think that is videographers getting it wrong.
That's
fine.
fine.
I know what you mean. But you did touch on something that I think videographers get wrong. And I think there is this whole thing, especially with newer videographers, where they think to make it romantic and emotional and lovely, everything has to be slow-mo.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And slow-mo is emotional, right? And it is romantic. But I feel like if it's all emotional, slow-mo, none of it's emotional because you've got no context, no story, no substance, just a lot of slowed down clips of stuff.
And it makes the film feel like it drags.
Yeah, because
like if you only use slow-mo, you're like, fuck me, when's this going to end?
Yeah. Even when I see like, the little 30-second teasers on Instagram that some vlogs post, and I'm like, it's just a few clips of slow-mo. And I'm like, ugh, okay.
And it's there where I don't really get it because a 30-second clip, if you're, creating it for, maybe you're not creating it for views and for the algorithm and stuff, but movement's more attention grabbing, isn't it?
It's a big part of it because, you're doing it for the couple, yes, but you're posting that on your Instagram for traction, aren't you? And marketing.
Yeah. So if the edit in the and the movement is more dynamic, i.e. non-slow-mo and faster cuts, then you're more likely to keep people's attention, aren't you? I think.
Absolutely. And I say this in a somewhat almost a self-deprecating way because, a few years ago when I started out, I fell into that trap. Oh, look, I slowed that down. Look how dreamy that clip is slowed down. Looks lovely. I'll do another one. And you end up with 30 to 60 seconds of about 7 clips that are slow.
Yeah.
And I think experience teaches you that you can do more than that.
I think there was a golden era around 21 to 23 where cameras could then suddenly do like 50 frames at 4K and it was all anyone did.
Yeah.
And then people realized it doesn't necessarily make it better.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
Because again, footage without audio is nothing, is it? But you might not put a slow motion clip next to like Slipknot.
Oh, you could do.
Next to Slipknot, but you could. It'd be a stark artistic choice, right? But it depends where you use it and integrate into the production of the edit as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We're all artists at the end of the day. I feel like a lot of slow-mo is a cop-out because it's easy. It's easy, it's quick, it's fast, and it gets a quick and easy result. But it can be used usefully and effectively in the right place at the right times. Let's swing straight into our next segment, shall we?
It's the segment everyone's been waiting for, mate. It's fighting talk.
Everyone's actually waiting for Agony Uncles. I think some people listening to our podcast just go, I bet people skip, where's the fucking Agony Uncle bit?
Where's the Agony Uncles theme tune?
That's the only bit with any substance in it, in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We should have a new slogan too, shouldn't we? Funny stories, shit advice.
Accurate.
Brilliant.
Accurate
but anyway,
so,
we're going to go into fighting talk. So I'm going to read a statement to you. We're going to go one for one, blow for blow. I'm going to read a statement to you.
Got you.
You need to agree, disagree, talk about it. Nobody gets butt hurt.
Can I say it depends?
What happens in fighting talk stays in fighting talk. Yeah, I suppose you can say it depends.
Cool.
So these are intentionally provocative statements that we've come up with, right?
Cool.
Because otherwise it'd be boring, wouldn't it?
It would. You going to go first?
So I'm going to go first.
Right.
Number one, wedding videography is a luxury. Wedding photography is essential.
And that has been the normal for years, I think. And I think it's flipped now. Not that I think photography is now a luxury. I think both are essential. I think we're in a world now, thanks to social media, thanks to phone, where we're consuming more video than we ever have. So,
Yeah.
you know, if
Yeah.
you've probably had a scroll on your phone in the last 24 hours, you've watched more video than you've looked at photos, and you're a photographer.
Oh yeah.
You know? So motion pictures is very much ingrained in our modern day life. So yeah, I think there's an argument there that is that content creation, because it's vertical format. Is there an argument that content creation is going to become essential and videography will still remain a luxury? I don't know. I don't feel like it's a luxury. I think it's absolutely essential, but then I am biased. What do you think?
It's an intentionally provocative statement, so it's not necessarily a reflection of what I think. I think now it is completely individual to the couple, because you will see people do things very differently. Some people will have a pot of money for photo and video, and they will weight that towards video.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll have both. It's not about which one's essential and which one's not. It's we want both. What's most important to us.
Yeah.
And they might spend 60 or 70% of that budget on great film, great wedding film, and less on a photographer. Right.
Yes.
And that really becomes down to what they value, but definitely seeing more of a shift. I actually booked a client the other day. He is a camera operator for the BBC. Right.
Cool.
And he does video, and he was just like, I'm sick of video. I don't want video for my wedding. So he just went for photography. Right.
That's interesting.
Whereas other people, like you've had weddings in the last 2 years where they just had you and there was no photographer.
Bizarre.
Which is weird.
Bizarre.
Like to not have a photographer is weird. To not have
So
a videographer is not out of the ordinary.
And I realised actually, just quickly, how much I miss having a photographer there.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what,
right.
don't you fucking take it for granted when your photographer's not there, and all of a sudden you've got to do 100% of the portrait, and you know there's no flat lay already laid out for a photographer to be like, do you want to get a shot of that I've just spent half an hour curating? Oh yeah, all right. Cheers, mate. But yeah, really interesting.
How do you feel about flat lay and detail shots? A big staple part of photography.
Yeah.
What do you think of those for video?
I take it or leave it. I will never create one. If a photographer's like, I don't do flat lays, I would never make one.
Yeah.
It's a nice addition. And sometimes I'll get that shot and I use it in the opening of a film, because it does sort of, usually because it's got a couple's names on it or something, and or it's a bit nice establishing shot, the perfume or whatever, to tell you where you are in the film. But for me, that's the same sort of thing as like a dress hanging lifelessly in a window. Beautiful photo, really boring video clip. It's just not something. It just doesn't excite me, and it doesn't make my films more exciting. And for me, it's just, I'll take it or leave it. But like I say, if a photographer's taking a shot, I will get that safety shot just in case, because I never know if it will work. But generally, it doesn't excite me.
I agree. I think with video, you want it to move, don't you? If it doesn't move,
of course you do.
Doesn't
There's some sort of movement. I feel like a rule of thumb is if you feel like you've got to create movement by moving, there's not enough movement in your shot. With exceptions, of course, like you do want wide establishing shots of ceremony spaces and reception rooms and that sort of thing, because they tell part of the story and they tell the viewer where they are. But yeah, and that's with details and stuff and things like that. If I've got to create movement to make it an interesting shot, it's not an interesting shot. Yep. In a nutshell.
Agree.
But right. I think that makes sense.
You're going to throw a shot back. Yeah.
Okay. Here's one for you, Jonathan. You ready?
Yes.
Photography is easier because you only have to get one frame right.
I do both, don't I?
You do, but you're a photographer. You're a photographer today.
I am. If you break me in half, it says photographer through the middle of me like a stick of rock. It is easier. Technically, it's easier because you're only worrying about the exposure triangle and getting that right. And obviously, fucking hell, don't come at me in the comments. Don't forget composition and lighting, John. Whatever. Right. But you're only really having to worry about that. Whereas in video, you are thinking about that, but you're also thinking about frame rate, and you're thinking about when is that person going to disappear from my frame, and how do I maintain this frame and without it looking wonky and stuff like that. So I think you also need to anticipate with video quite a bit more, particularly when you're trying to capture good candid stuff, because it's very easy to lift a camera and shoot a photo very quickly. If you're trying to get good kind of candid footage of people having fun and laughing, you need to be patient. You know, you need to think about where that's going to come from and where it's going to be. I think, you know, editing is much harder in video.
Yeah, the editing's harder, 100%.
You know, photography
100%.
editing is a linear process, right? So you've done the creative bit when you've shot it, really.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, okay, you do some editing, you add some masks and color grading, whatever, right? But majority of the creativity's happen in the capture. I think with video, probably 50-60% more happens with the creativity in the edit.
Yeah,
it's the way you put it together, match it to music, match it to the dialogue. So yeah, photography is easier than video.
It is.
In summary. Sorry, Togs.
So obviously photographer's got one decisive moment, right, to make that impact. Whereas we have thousands. And I'm going to back this up, right? So let's be generous and say, how many photos do you deliver? Should we say, or do you take, sorry, should we say 10,000 photos? If you've got a second. That's being very generous, right?
7 to 8 if I've got a second.
Cool. We're going to say 10 because that's the maths I've based it on. Right, so you've taken loads of photos just to make it easier, right? So for video, let's talk ceremony, right? That's about 30 minutes, which is 1,800 seconds. And that's 3 cameras that are running, which is 270,000 frames in total. That's 270,000 photos, right? And let's say half-hour speeches again, 540,000 photos.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got the general recording throughout the day. That's over 1 million photos.
I think you're milking this.
Which is 100 times more content than you've taken at that same wedding.
Can you remember in The Office when Daryl writes his CV and he's like, yeah, I'm responsible for 1.8 billion units of paper stock. And she's like, what's that? He's like, pieces of paper. He goes, pieces of paper material. Yeah. So, it kind of is what you're saying, but it's also not at the same time.
John, this is all satire. I'm taking the piss.
I know.
But,
I know.
So, John, you deliver what? 800 to 1,000 photos out of your 10,000, right? I'll deliver 10,000 images every 3 minutes. And somehow these photographers would accuse me of having an easier job.
Hard to argue with that.
I'm just being a bad end. That maths is obviously... It's just quite funny. It's quite a funny little mathematical anecdote there. But we are in agreement, I think, on that one, John. You've let the photography side down a bit with your honesty.
Well, I don't think I have, because I think anyone that knows both will understand that. That doesn't mean it's easy to be a great photographer. Also, and that doesn't mean it's easy to be a great videographer. You know, you could put a lot of effort in to being a great photographer and still be a shit photographer.
Yeah, and you can still be a shit bug.
Yeah.
It's all a generalization, isn't it?
Yes. So in summary, photography is easier than video, but not easy to be great.
Do you want to read another one for me? What else you got, John?
Right then, my next blow for you. Most couples only watch their wedding film once.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh. I will wholeheartedly disagree with that. I don't think they'll watch it once. I think they'll watch it when they receive it about 10 times because they're excited. They'll watch it when they show their family for the first time. They'll watch it on their anniversaries. They'll watch it with their children. They'll watch it after they lose family members, just to remind them what they looked like, what they sounded like, what they did, just for a bit of nostalgia. I think new family members will join, like boyfriends, girlfriends of the kids. They'll want to rewatch it. Grandchildren, I think you essentially will watch your wedding films hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times.
All right.
I'm quite passionate about that because I've heard that question asked me before.
I know. That was the point.
So people, they don't rewatch it as well because they're bored. And a lot of people think, I won't get bored enough to want to watch my wedding films again.
No.
But I feel like people will watch their wedding films again when life changes.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is a bit of a drug, isn't it? We all love a bit of nostalgia. And that's what film does. You know, you watch a video from your childhood, takes you right back, right to where you were there.
Yeah.
A video will take you right back to your wedding day. And you will want to feel that. So feel free to disagree with me, John, but I think...
No, I don't. I just do. I just do it to get you going.
I know, it did. It did. I felt the vein coming out and everything, yeah.
It's like got my little fishing rod out. Ooh. Caught a big one.
Fair play.
What you got?
Fair play. Cool. I think we'll leave that one there, John. I think that was quite well answered. Have you got any more? How many have you got? Because
No, it's your turn. I'll just throw one
Oh,
at you.
it's my turn.
It's your turn
I
to throw one at me.
I got overexcited, and I've lost my thought process. I'll give you another one. So I feel like with some of these, they're quite nice, and I feel like you will just agree because obviously we've had conversations before. But film photography is massively overrated. How do you feel about that, John?
Fuck off. You know how I feel about that.
That's why I asked it. How do you feel about film photography, John? And I think we're relatively in agreement with this, aren't we?
Yeah, it is overrated. If you're going to shoot on film and deliver it digitally, there's no fucking point.
You're literally not delivering film.
I can make it look like film in Lightroom. What's the point? You just create yourself hassle, the risk of losing it. Oh, but it's unique and like you'll only be one off. Yeah, but so will a photo. But you lose that uniqueness by taking the negative, making it digital so that anyone can replicate it.
Yeah,
it's trendy.
It's a bit hipster, isn't it?
To shoot film. Like I'm not going to discourage people from shooting film, but I don't see myself ever doing it.
I don't understand it is my problem, and I think that's because these people are like old school, passionate photography, like nerds, aren't they? And I feel like that excites them. It's the same sort of thing with video. There's a bit of a niche at the moment for people wanting like Super 8 films and VHS films and stuff like that. But like you said, delivering it digitally as well. I'm like, I can just slap a Super 8 filter, with a little reel hole on it, on my 4K footage and just make it look like it was Super 8. Even a trained eye, I think, would struggle to tell the difference. If I've shot that in the right frame rate with the right shutter speed and stuff.
Cameras are digital now for the same reason that we don't need bread with our hands anymore. It's just easier.
Yeah.
Just easier. It's less likely to fail, and you can make the same result.
You can make a better result, John.
Yeah.
What I mean by the same result? You're talking about bread.
No, I'm talking about film. So you can use Lightroom to make a photo look like it was shot on film. You can change the tone curves. You can change the textures, the grain, all of that stuff to make it look really filmy. It's not for me.
I know it's not. Poking the bear.
Right then, my turn to embarrass you. Wedding vlogs. Spend too much time trying to look cinematic.
Do you know what? It's a word I dislike.
And also, I've got to be careful because a lot of my marketing talks about cinematic photography.
Yeah, it's the same. Some of mine does. But to this day, I'm a professional wedding videographer, right?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what fucking cinematic means. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think if you're honest, you really do.
I think it is a word that people just use.
It is just a word that people use. That's what I mean.
It is a word that people just use. But for me, some of that's about my tone and my edit, but it's also about what I see and what I choose to capture. A lot of my photography is also movement based.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of static stuff going on with my photography. So that is, for those reasons,
fair enough.
My interpretation of cinema.
Fair enough.
Cinematic.
I think for me, a videographer will shoot a swooping drone shot of a venue and put some orchestral music behind it and go, I'm cinematic
Zimmer
now.
behind it. Yeah.
Cinematic, I'm cinematic now. And I think the wedding industry as a whole has become a bit obsessed with everything looking like Netflix, looking like a styled shoot, looking fucking Instagram perfect.
It's the VOG equivalent of nuking something with a flash and saying it's editorial.
Yeah. It literally is.
There's truth in that, editorials, that Vogue flash thing, but you can't just bang a flash on it and go, I'm an editorial photographer.
Of course you can't. And at the same time, weddings are literally real life documentaries, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like The Office. They're like, whatever, they're mockumentaries, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the sort of vibe.
I am actually at that point, I'm going to plug you because you're not, the couple asked you not to share it, but you did a documentary edit, didn't you? It was about 30 minutes long.
I did.
It was fucking brilliant, dude. And
thank you.
I hope more people come to you for that.
I don't. It's a lot of fucking work. Yeah, no, it was a great edit. And I had so much fun doing it. I think I used in the end like 16 pieces of music, and unbelievable amounts of sound engineering went into it as well. So sadly, it's not publicly available just because the couple have requested that it's not because of reasons with their family's health and stuff. But
which is absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine. But the trailer is available on my YouTube at Diamond Film Weddings. If you want to go and have a look, it's only about 4 minutes long. We don't have to dedicate half an hour just to get an idea of what that vibe was. But thank you for that, John. Appreciate it.
That's right. I thought I'd bring it up because the other thing as well is that this is a side note, right? Wedding videography, the status quo with wedding video is 3 films. Speeches, a ceremony, 8-minute highlight, 7-minute highlight, or whatever. But there are people out there that do something different, and you're one of those. And I thought it was brilliant. If I was getting married again, it's something I'd love to have.
Absolutely, I agree.
Because I think it's just different. Like it's way different. It does way more. It was a class bit of work.
Yeah. Thank you, dudes. Thank you, dude. I'm very proud of that. That said, I do still do the typical trilogy of the ceremony speeches and the
trilogy. I've never heard it called that. That's fucking epic.
There's 3 things, isn't it?
It is. It's
the
very, trifecta.
The very cinematic way of explaining it.
It is.
And the 8 to 10 minute highlight film. It's just what works. It's what people want. It's what people know, I think, and it's what they can easily compare with other videographers. So, I agree with you there. I think folks do spend too much time trying to look cinematic. I think that it's a pressure that they put on themselves to, and they feel like they have to achieve that. So, nice.
Right. What you got for me?
This one sort of ties in actually a little bit to photography. Wedding photographers care more about Instagram than they care about the couple. Do you think there's some truth in that, John?
There is a section of the wedding photography community where you could be forgiven for thinking that was true. That was quite a diplomatic way of saying it, isn't it?
I think so.
I think we see now particularly with the content recording side of it, it's like for some people appear to want content at any cost. And that cost being not necessarily time, but experience for the couple as well. Right. So interruptions and that sort of thing. So I think that there's definitely people out there that are like that. It's not enough of them. It's not everyone, it's a segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do exist. They are among us.
Yeah, I only asked you that because I think you care more about your... And I'm joking. I think there's people that come across that way across the entire industry, to be fair.
I find the grid aesthetic is a bit of an obsession for some people.
Well, should it not be?
They're obsessed with their grid, right? And they're obsessed with... the way it looks and the way it balances. Myself,
like the colour science has got to be spot on. And I
used to worry a lot about that, but I don't so much now.
No, I feel like people say this a lot, that your Instagram grid is your shop window, and that is right.
Yes.
So if you had a physical shop in the high street, you would obsess a little bit over your window because people are going to walk past and look at it, and you want them to go, "Whoa, I want to go in that shop because there's some things there I want to buy." I'd say what confuses me that photographers do, and I get why they do it, is when they do a reel, really random reel about absolutely nothing. It might not even be really that wedding related, maybe loosely because they are a photographer, maybe talking about like what they had for dinner at a wedding or something. But then it's actually, if the thumbnail is a really nice photo that they've taken at a completely different wedding of like a sunset shot or whatever. But I go on it because I'm expecting to see a carousel of photos to do that wedding, and I just see like them reviewing an apple or something. And I'm like, that's what I mean. That's why I mentioned it because because rather than put a thumbnail of that reel, which is contextual and makes sense, they'd have that photo instead, which I don't understand. I've had photographers as well that I collaborate with on Instagram. So obviously, I'll post it, collaborate with the venue and photographer as well. And it's interesting because some of them are like, fine, I'll have that on my grid. Some say I'll collaborate, but I'm going to take it off my grid. And some say, fine, but I'll send you a photo, one of my photos, and you can pick your photo as a thumbnail if you want. And then I'll leave it on my grid or I'll take it off my grid. And I think there's not really any wrong to any three of those, to be honest. It's just interesting.
It's highly individual, isn't it?
Absolutely.
you don't want something that looks really out of place.
Hmm.
I think the thing that I've probably noticed in the last year or so is that the grid's great, but the words matter. Right, so the substance of what's in your shop window, people are going to look at the post and they do read stuff. So what you write in the captions does matter. You can't just put, oh, this is Dave and Chelsea. Well, tell me about Dave and Chelsea. Tell me about you. Like, what am I going to learn about working with you? And people seem to forget that. I think the people want more than a surface level experience.
I feel like what a lot of people do, and this is something that I used to do, because again, when I started, I just saw this is what everyone else was doing. This is what you're supposed to do, is in the description is write about how much fun you've had on that day.
Yeah.
And it was all very me. I had a great day. The weather was lovely. I enjoyed the sun. I loved it because they had this, and I loved it because they had this. I loved that they were in love, and I loved the photos I took. And I'm like, you haven't mentioned the couple at all.
Yeah.
This is about them. And it can be very self-absorbed sometimes reading some of these comments. And I don't think that's intentional. And I think, like I said, that's something, if I look at some of my historic posts, I reckon I've probably done that.
Yeah, I think people just don't know different.
Exactly. But then you think about it, you step back, and it was sort of like a eureka moment. I'm like, hold on, this is my marketing. No one gives a shit if I enjoyed the weather today.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. What they want to know is, who's this couple? What do they need? What did I provide for them? How can I provide that for them?
Yep.
Right.
Is it my turn or your turn?
It's you.
Drones are overrated. Drones are overrated.
Fucking drones. I knew you'd talk about drones. I would love to say to you that I agree. And nobody's ever booked me because of a drone shot. But I'd be lying. I'd be completely lying. The question I get asked the most at inquiry stage is, do you offer drone footage? Or how much is it for drone footage? Is drone footage included? I think it can be overused.
Yep. Absolutely.
But I don't think it's overrated. I think it is a requirement for a lot of couples.
Yes.
It baffles me really, because I love a drone shot. I think it's beautiful to get like that nice wide, full aerial shot of your venue, or your people at your wedding, or the marquee you set up, or the church. Or I think it's lovely. But didn't really think when I got into this industry that it would be as popular for just normal couples as it is. So obviously I love a bit of tech. I'm still a boy. I love the fact I've got a little mini helicopter in my bag. Do you know what I mean? The child version of me gets really excited for me whenever I get my little mini helicopter out.
We did some cool drone stuff as well, didn't we, at Charlotte and Lewis's wedding? When we did the orbit. Clients can overrate their importance. Right? I sometimes get asked, have you got a drone? Yeah, I've got a drone. I don't think people realise it makes probably less than 5% of your film. And whilst that 5% is, it's not to say 5% is great or not, because it's all about the way it comes together. But there are many occasions where you won't be able to use a drone. Right? So that might be a venue restriction. It might be the weather. It might be the wind. It might be that because of whatever happens on the wedding day, you don't get time. So I think it is, sometimes there's an unnecessary waiting on it from clients. Because, we've done films together and you've done films where you haven't been able to use the drone. The film's no worse for not having it. Do you know what I mean? It's still a great film.
I think it's a very easy establishing shot.
Yeah.
It's easy. How shall I open my film to get a drone shot?
Yeah.
I think it's it is an easy, not to say it is a cop-out. So I think it is beautiful, but it is easy.
Yeah, and if you can use it, you'd certainly want to use it in the whole mix of stuff, but you're not going to have a worse film for not having it. You're not going to have worse photography for not having it.
Absolutely. And that's why I don't charge extra for it. And I don't feel
just another camera, isn't it?
I don't feel like videographers should charge it. And some do. It's quite common. They'll charge an extra 200 quid for drone shots. And I think it's just clunky and clumsy, because what happens if I've charged an extra £200 for drone footage and it's fucking windy, too windy to get it in the air? Do I have to refund it, or it's just, are they disappointed now? Have you not delivered on what you've promised? Like, it's just messy. It's all included, and it's explained that, it's not guaranteed.
All right, next.
Now, John, another hot take for you. You ready?
This should be good.
Why?
Well,
because I said
it's a hot take.
You said hot
take.
I got you excited, didn't I?
You better get that on Threads. Fucking hot take.
Ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Photographers take themselves way too seriously. And don't give a fuck. Don't you, John?
I'm gonna. I'm going to pivot. There is a segment of photographers that definitely do. Yeah, some of them do. I mean, one of the reasons I got into wedding photography was when I got married, I met a couple and they were fucking just arrogant pricks. And it made me want to be something different in the wedding industry to that and give people a different experience. But I think the experience is filled with a far more diverse array of personalities now than it probably was in 2008, 2009 when I was doing
Absolutely.
that. And, you know, wedding photography was a really unattainable thing to get into because of the sheer access to the gear, the expense of it all. And you know, it's still expensive, but probably most affordable it's ever been to pick up as a profession. So, yeah, there are people that take themselves pretty seriously out there, aren't they? And it's, for some, it's, you know, it's a branding thing. It's the super swish people that, you know, are flying to fucking Lake Como and places like that. I've got friends who do this stuff, and I'm not talking about you, because if we're friends, then it's not you, because I just wouldn't be friends with people like that. But and something I see more and more photographers do is, I'm not even sure this is relevant, but they do these talk to the camera reels where they hold the fucking mic you're supposed to clip onto your shirt. Just fucking clip it to your shirt, mate.
Like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to hold it like this, right? You have to.
That's a new thing now, isn't it?
Has to be like the fingers out like you're drinking English tea. I don't get it. You just look like a bit of a knob, in my opinion.
It's a new thing. I don't know where it's come from.
I don't get it. And you know, if we're going to go down there, you know, everyone's just this desperateness for attention to say things that are, this is going to be wrapped in massive irony because we're using controversial statements for our podcast. But like, I'm going to say controversial statements for attention, and I'm going to be sassy about it, or I've got to have this like social media persona that's completely different to who I really am as a person. I don't think you really need to do that personally, like, you know, like an avatar of who they really are.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's a piggyback
weird
off of someone else's success, right? I see a lot of people trying to be Josh Baggett, and I see a lot of people trying to be Andrew Keir, obviously. But I feel like, what's his name? There's an American guy, Ben Ramos.
Yeah,
is that his name?
Yeah.
Who's quite funny with it. But I feel like ever since he's released his videos, he does the mic thing, and I feel like, because he's quite a sassy man, I don't know if that's his persona or his general who he is.
Yeah,
but he is quite sassy with it. And I feel like I've seen a lot of people since trying to replicate that because they see this and they go, he's having success doing that. I could probably do that.
Yeah, and the irony to that is people talk about delivering an authentic experience.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more inauthentic than copying somebody else. And I think, you know, we're diving down a rabbit hole here, and we're massively on a massive tangent. In some ways, I feel like social media, particularly social media trends, are the antithesis of creativity, because what social media teaches people is, if you copy this, then you'll get traction.
If you get traction, you'll get money.
Yeah, and copying people isn't creative, is it? That's just doing something someone else is doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a bunch of opinions that no one asked for. You're welcome.
We'll see how those transpire when we listen to them back.
That wasn't the question, but I answered it anyway.
It wasn't the question.
And also, if you're going to do a talk to the camera reel, I don't need to know what day it is. I don't need to. I don't need happy Monday. I don't need happy Tuesday. I know fucking Monday. I'm miserable.
What's the other ones? Just thought I'd come on.
Just thought I'd
show
pop
my
on.
face, because I don't show my face on here often. I should really show my face on here more. Yeah.
I'm an absolute mess, but keep it real, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Excuse the absolute state of me.
Yeah. Excuse the mess. Oh, my dog's up.
Yeah.
My oh no, my dog's coming in to ruin my reel. Go away, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Oh, he's so annoying. Get me some clicks.
Yeah. Look at me taking this really organic footage of me just, my daughter happened to be doing that at the time. You know. Now, all of this, again, steeped in irony, because I talked to the camera yesterday. Do you know why? Because I had no other time to do anything else. And it was quick, and it was easy.
You can put your camera in front of your daughter as well, you little hypocrite.
Oh, yeah, but that was massively staged.
No, I know. I know it was, but it was just funny for the clout for me then. But
it's it was staged authenticity. Which is a new aesthetic I'm going for. Which is You know, so
Oh,
yeah, I spend less time anyway. I spend less time looking at things on social media now because I kind of just groan and roll my eyes a lot.
Yeah, I think it's
You know?
what's happening in your late 30s, isn't it? You're getting a little bit grumpier,
Cantankerous.
bit cantankerous.
Yeah. Let's do one more each and then go on to Agony on Kells. Right, you ready for my next one? You're going to fucking like this. Content creators
Why you fucking talk about content creators all the time?
are replacing videographers.
Oh, it's so fucking boring, John. How many times do you have to talk about this? Look at such a wanker. I, of course, disagree with you, John.
Do
Full of
you?
shit. Yeah,
That's not
so
what
do
you
you.
said.
You're just
Not what
you're
you
just
said
trying
off
to poke-
camera.
You're just trying
Is
to
it?
poke the fucking bear now. Piss right off. Pissed right off. Content creators, they do not replace videographers. They do not replace photographers. All they are replacing is your cousin who's got an iPhone in his pocket and is going to take some shit videos of you. But they're going to take good videos of you and good photos of you. And
Are they?
there are some are pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, some are good. I mean, they're particularly good if they hover alongside the photographer and just shoot what the photographer's taken as well, aren't they?
Obviously, but there are some that do take their own direction and they do the right. That does happen, right?
Yeah.
You can say the same about the videographers. You say, I'm for content creators, right? I think it's another part of the industry that's untapped and they've realised it and they're working it. But the only thing I hate about it is the accessibility. Because like you said earlier, you touched on photography is easier to get into now because gear is more investable, but there's still a significant investment that you have to make into the business. Yeah. And 80 to 90% of the people that consider it will go, fuck that, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas a content creator can start that business with what's already in their pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd be forever deleting, like clearing the storage down there, wouldn't you?
I always thought about that. Like,
it always annoy the crap out of me.
You'd have to just delete it, and then because it's not easy to delete.
Can you plug in? Can you plug into? You can plug it into a hard drive, I suppose, but then you can plug a battery in. It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
You can plug a battery in.
I guess these are probably some of the obstacles you need to consider when doing content creation.
You can get MagSafe batteries, can't you? That go on the back.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to worry about these problems because we're not content creators, but
yeah.
I guess
it'd be interesting to get a content creator on. We said we wanted to do this a little while, but these are the questions that I want to ask. Like the tech questions, because obviously I'm an introvert nerd, apparently, according to John's hot take on.
If you're a content creator that likes shit jokes and has a bit of a personality, then we'd love to hear from you. No.
I think we both know some, but yeah, I don't think it's a replacement at all. And you know I don't. That's why you're just trying to fucking... You know I don't.
Good. Right. Your final blow.
I've got a few left for you, but I can't choose which one I want to go for. Okay. Here we go. You ready, John? Here it is. The final one. Documentary photography is just a fucking excuse for being lazy. So documentary photographers is an excuse. It's an excuse to be a lazy photographer. How do you feel about that? Take your time.
Or just feel hurt. I feel hurt.
You've been attacked.
I mean, mine is, and all of my clients will know this. Mine's documentary photography with exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't directed at you at all, John. But can I give you a bit of context?
Yes.
Just quickly. I went to a wedding once, and it's only one time this has happened, right? And she was a relatively new photographer, and she had a group photos list, but she didn't organise group photos. And I said, "Why don't you organise your group photos?" She goes, "Oh, yeah, they've given me a list of that. But I don't really understand why, because I'm a documentary photographer." And I was like, "What does that mean then?" And she said, "Well, I just capture everything as it happens. I don't infiltrate the day. I'm fly on the wall. I blend into the background."
Not a terrorist cell.
No, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, have you told them that?" And she's like, "Oh no, they knew that when they booked me." I was like, "Okay, fucking that's a bit dangerous." So that was what I was referencing. So that just to give you some context.
You see two phrases that are used heavily. It's documentary wedding photography and no awkward posing.
No awkward posing. Yeah.
So personally, would I consider myself to be a predominantly documentary wedding photographer? Yes, because the majority of what I shoot is what's happening.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't intervene to get great portraits, but I guess I have a way of doing that that's quite movement based. It's not very rigid. So I think when people say awkward posing, that could mean two things, couldn't it? It could mean that like 80s style of like weird stepbrother style photo shoot.
Yeah.
Or it could be me saying to somebody who's never been in front of a camera in their life, like, look sexy for me, brood at me. Like, yeah, smolder at the lens. Like, you could say shit like that, couldn't you? And that could make people feel, that could be considered to be kind of awkward posing. I'm pretty sure in my own marketing copy, it says, you know, similar thing somewhere. But some people use documentary as a label to use because they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to direct couples to look their best and get great kind of portraiture. So it's a bit of a cop out. Like, definitely.
So,
you know,
so would you say it's lazy?
Would I say it's lazy? It's yeah. What? No. For some people, yeah, it's lazy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like it's very similar that you say. Obviously, you said, you know, like no awkward posing, because that's a lot what a lot of photographers say you do. A lot of videographers have this line, which is I think I touched on it, like fly on the wall. And I think that sounds like a really positive marketing thing, because I'm fly on the wall. You won't notice I'm there. I blend into the background.
Yeah.
And I think that can be lazy.
Yeah.
Because anyone can fucking point a camera and shoot. And I think I think there are times at a wedding where you have to do that. Of course there are.
Yeah.
Where it's not about you.
And a lot of the photography skill set is not around being able to use the camera. It's around being able to make the best of moments. And that might be an intervention to stand someone in better light. It might be sometimes like we'll do it, won't we, when we're doing photo and video. We'll talk to people to elicit a reaction. Yeah. Right. So we'll elicit laughter or, you know, anything else on the spectrum of human emotion. So is it lazy to say that? It's lazy when you don't know how to do anything else. It's lazy in your learning, I think, and in your development as a photographer. And again, you know, completely subjective statement, because I don't want to be anything else as a photographer. I just want to sit there and do fuck all. But I think it's lazy marketing. I think it's easy marketing. And I think if you're going to market yourself as that, you need to be able to articulate what that means to people so that they fully understand it and they know what the expectations are, what they're going to receive. And it's also why speaking to people is so important.
Because it is.
Speaking to them about the way, what does all of this stuff mean for you, like on your wedding day, when you're the couple getting married on the day, what does it mean for you in terms of their reliance on you and what sort of time they need from you to do certain bits of it and whether that aligns to what you want for your wedding day. Like, you know, that conversation's you're going to learn more from that conversation than anything you really read on the website.
Absolutely. And then you're in it puts you as the supplier then in a strong position, because you can manage their expectations based on what they require, what they expect, what they want, what they need. Yeah. And you know, where their values are placed, can't you? Yeah.
But like I could say, I'm a solely documentary photographer. And the thing that makes me laugh about it is when people go, I'm documentary. I don't pose. Well, why are that couple stood in the sunset walking off in that direction then? Because they weren't just fucking doing that naturally.
No, you told them to.
You told them to.
But you told them to do it naturally.
Yeah.
But you still directed that, right?
So, and the other thing that I was going to say is...
I'll create this more.
If you...
Yay.
Like if you were only documentary, like this other photographer claims to be, then like where are your group shots? Because I've never known a wedding where people don't want those family portraits and their wedding party portraits.
The fact that she had a list in her hand, said it all, didn't it?
Surely it's not on that photographer to go, no, I don't do that.
Get someone else. In the end, I actually, you know, I got no loyalties to this person. I went and spoke to the couple and said, look, you expected some group photos? She said, yeah, when are those? I was like, oh. She doesn't think she's doing group photos, so do you want them organised? She's like, yeah. I was like, my bet would be, and I picked the bridesmaid. I said, round everyone up for group photos, round the photographer, she'll take them.
The fact they didn't even know when those were going to take place is a massive, massive red flag.
This was a newish £300 photographer.
Right, good. Okay. You get what you pay for.
Which is a whole other argument, isn't it? But yeah, she was quite openly new, building portfolio, that sort of stuff. So it could have been a gap in knowledge or it's definitely a gap in experience, but it worked out in the end. Good. It worked out in the end. Right.
Closing out fighting talk then. Rapid fire. Who compromises? Here you go. The photographer is constantly walking through your shots. What do you do?
Just chilling.
Which has happened.
Just walk through his. That hasn't happened.
Love the pettiness of the response. Do it back.
Yeah, do it back. I tell him not to. Excuse me, mate. Keep
Right,
walking
it's
through my
real
shots.
scenario. Photographer you've never worked with before.
Real scenario, just politely go, mate. I don't know if you realise, but you're walking in front of all my shots.
Yeah. Okay.
And then depending on that reaction, which
Well,
usually
like a
would
professional grown-up.
be like an actual grown-up who's,
about it.
professional, getting paid to be there, not childish. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's boring, mate. But okay.
You?
That's not good podcast, that is it? I'm not going to fucking listen to your boring professional shit.
All right. I'd put him in a shopping trolley, wheel him down the drive,
Much better.
disappear. With
Much
his cameras dangling off of his shitty little fucking straps.
Okay. Next one. You go.
Okay. A couple have only got budget for one. Photography or video?
Pick what you like most and take
Yeah.
it. Do it.
It's not very interesting for a podcast. Not very funny, is it?
It's not, is it?
No.
Okay. Alternatively, then pick your favourite one of each. Lock them in a cage, and they can fight to the death.
Nice. As long as it's not me and John, because John's pretty fucking big. I'll go in a cage with Toby. I reckon I'd stand a bit more of a chance, eh? Yeah, John's quite hard. You do like boxing and shit, don't you? Like, I reckon you could knock me out quite easily.
Fucking nails, mate.
Yeah,
Wrestling is my favourite thing at the moment. Jiu-jitsu.
wrestling.
Like that. Yeah.
Something that involves touching sweaty men on the floor
Basically,
horizontally.
a big sweaty
Of
cuddle in
course.
pyjamas. Yeah.
Love that.
It's good fun.
Love that.
Yeah. Next one, then. The venue is dark, cramped, and pouring with rain. Who suffers the most?
Videographers.
You reckon?
What do you do? What's your option? What do you do with a dark? If you're with a dark room, take a good photo. What do you do? What do you screw onto the top of your camera?
Well, flash.
A flash. What do I screw on?
A fucking giant light that lights up
Exactly.
the fucking
A
entire
giant-
ozone.
A giant, obnoxious fucking light that pisses everyone off, and I've got to stand there feeling guilty about. Right?
Yeah.
So it's harder
Mate,
for us. You can
That
put a
fucking
flash on.
light you put a light out for First Dance, which is like the fucking bat light. I could fucking half expect Bruce Wayne to fucking swoop in when you put it on.
Yeah. It's like the stars in their eyes. A door opens in it, and they fucking come out
Yeah.
of the smoke. Yeah, but how good's the videos look?
Quite nice.
Exactly. But it's annoying. You do feel like an element of like a little bit of guilt, tiny bit of embarrassment. You know, oh,
What?
fucking hell, this light's going to piss everyone off.
Yeah, you could
Um,
just bounce it off the ceiling like someone who's not a prick.
How'd you bounce it off the big old black fucking 100-foot high ceiling? Can't you?
Yeah, that is a good point.
You
That is a
can't,
good
John.
point.
You can't. Whereas a flash, point something of a second, no one really cares. And if anything, that adds to an ambience, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if it was me and I was working with you, I'd probably put my flash into high-speed sync and just flash it 20 times in a second just to really fucking piss you off. But anyway,
I
that's
want you to
quick
answer
fire.
that. I want you to answer that.
What
Do
was
you
the
agree
question?
with me? That venue is dark, cramped, pouring rain. Who suffers the most? Do you think it's photographers? Do you think it's videographers?
I think it is videographers, but I don't think they're polar opposites.
Fair enough. Cool. I just wanted to know that you agreed with me. That's all. Thanks.
Do you feel good now?
Oh, I
feel
feel
good?
great.
I feel good
great.
about yourself, dear?
Yeah, I
Dear?
feel fantastic. Yeah.
Dear? Right, let's do Agony Uncles.
Bosh.
Bosh.
Do you have wedding drama? Are you overwhelmed with planning? Is your bridesmaid annoying you? Or is your mom just pissing you off? Yeah. Talk to the Agony Uncles. Talk to Jon, Chris and Toby. Talk to the Agony Uncles. Talk to Jon, Chris and Toby. Chris and Toby.
Look who's back.
I'm back, baby.
Back for Agony Uncles.
Back.
Wee. Right, lads. It's Agony Uncles time. And fucking hell, they're good.
They are good.
So good. Like, we've only got 3, but we've probably got the best 3 we've ever had. Like, these will be hard to beat. But thank you, because they are the absolute creme de la creme of what we ever wanted to have as part of this segment.
Fair enough. I feel like you've oversold it a bit now, John.
I promise you, I have
only-
not. If anything, that's underselling these.
There's only disappointment ahead.
No, there's not. I'll tell you what's ahead: drama, controversy, surprise, politics. They're all
Okay.
good.
Should we just get on with Agony Uncles, John? Because
Yes.
you're quite hyped up about it, and because you've been a bit selfish and not attended a few episodes, I think you can do all the Agony Uncles this week. What do you reckon, Toby?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Let's give John a treat.
Genuinely,
He's so excited.
genuinely got no
He's
idea
buzzing,
how
isn't
much
he?
that excites me. Oh, right.
Oh, bless him. Oh, then, John,
I've got one. I'm going to keep these anonymous because they are all a little bit controversial, right? But anyway, this person is a makeup artist. They've got one for the Agony Uncles. How do I navigate telling a photographer or videographer to do one, politely, of course, when they try to get the shot of me mid-blend on concealer on my bride, but keep moving my lights, which I need to see to do the makeup because my lights are in the way? Do I straight up just go, look, fuck off? Or do I just ignore them and let them get the shot and carry on? Politely, of course.
I don't. I'm right. I've always done this from the start, and I don't know if this is what photographers do, because I've never worked with any other photographers, but I just wait for the makeup artist to finish doing what they're doing, and then I just be like, look, do you mind now the hair's not got in fucking clips.
Most do.
Now the hair's all done. Can I get it back in this seat and we just do a bit of lipstick or a bit of brushing, just so I've got the best possible shots. It's very rare that I actually take any shots when they're halfway through their makeup. I might get a wide shot.
I think you're right in assuming that's what most togs do. That is what most togs do. I think if they're putting their hands on this makeup artist gear, absolutely tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Leave her lights alone. She's not touching your shit.
Also, this is the thing I
That's
can't get right. If I can't get my head around this, if the makeup artist is mid-makeup,
Why do you want to that?
why are you No, not even that. Why are you moving the light?
Well, yeah, she's got it set up.
She's got a
To do
light
her
on her
job.
face, you fucking idiot.
John's well riled up.
But why are you moving the light?
He's
Just leave the light where it is and shoot. Like, shoot
Not
what's
only
there.
that-
Shoot around the light. You'll have a
Not
nice
only
lit
that-
face and a cool shot.
I'll shoot quite wide to get the makeup artist in, because part of the fucking day, innit?
Yeah, what are you even moving the light
That
for,
needs
you
a-
fucking cretin?
But they need the light to see what they're fucking doing.
But
I
so
would
do
tell them to
you!
Fuck off.
Well, you need it to see the shot. But
Yeah.
fucking, that pissed me off. I think this makeup artist should absolutely, if that happens again, say, "Fuck off."
Also,
Leave my shit alone.
Can we just mention or talk about how fucking wild the stages of makeup are? I turn around and sometimes they look like they're fucking from a set of like Lion King. So they've got like contouring stripes all down their faces. I'm like,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
adamant.
And the fucking the curling
Ruth-
things in the hair.
It's incredibly
Rufio from the
insightful,
Hook.
isn't it? For a man, incredibly insightful.
John does this thing at weddings, don't you, John? Where he walks into bridal prep and he's like, says to the bride, "Is your makeup done?" And it's done. She looks beautiful. And she's got to go, "Yeah." I'm like, John, fuck's sake. You're supposed to go, "Oh, you look lovely."
You've thrown that out of context. Right, you've
I
thrown
know.
that out of context.
That's because it's funny.
Because,
I've done it.
as Toby alludes to, there's different stages. I don't know if there's another stage yet.
I know, but it's
No,
just funny.
And
because-
actually, what I ask is your makeup finished?
and I'm stood next to him, so I
Right.
go, "John,
Yeah.
I think you look lovely, darling." And he's like, "No, that's not what I meant."
Yeah.
I've had it. I've had it once.
Working with Chris is great because it's like having a twat follow you around.
It literally is having a twat follow you around.
I've had it once where I've said to the bride, I've said, "Oh, once your hair's all done, we'll get some final touches shots." She went, "It is done." And I was like, "Oh."
Do you know what I mean? And that's the line, isn't it? Like, oh.
Oh, that's the point where you want the earth
It's
to
like-
open up and just swallow you.
It's like that thing I had with that bow on the back of the dress, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, God, I
That's
hate
a
things
fucking-
like that.
oh.
Why? Right.
Mate.
So lighting. Anyway,
Yeah.
the things that I think are acceptable to do in terms of lighting in the makeup area, or when other professionals are working. One, you can turn the main light off, like for the room. If it's like yellow and orangey, turn it off momentarily while you take a few shots, right? But don't leave people in darkness.
it's still polite to ask.
Oh,
I'm just going to turn this light off.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Do you mind? I'll put it back on afterwards.
Not without asking. But
no one will say no. But it's just polite.
no, but moving a makeup artist light around is fucking
Out of order.
I just don't get why you do it. I think it's rude. Particularly if you're not caveating it with, I'm going to move this momentarily for like 5 seconds, but I'm going to move it back. In summary, are we saying don't be a twat and leave makeup artist lights alone?
That's absolutely right.
So yeah, makeup artist, if you're written in, tell them to fuck off. They should be doing
absolutely. Absolutely. We got you, makeup artists and
it.
hairstylists.
And tell us the name. We'll, we won't talk about them on the air. We'll just have a bitch behind their back.
Yeah, we just want to fucking know, really.
Yeah, we're just nosy. We'll have the tea. I told you it
And
was good. It was good, wasn't it?
That was a good one.
It was good.
It's a good start.
ready?
It's a strong start.
I don't think you're ready for the next one.
That sounded like a typical like Instagram reel hook, didn't it?
Mm.
You got to say it in that voice.
Right.
You're not ready for what happened at this wedding.
So this is actually the AI guy.
Yeah, that's it.
You will never believe the response we got to Agony Uncles. Right. I'm going to call this person Steve because that's not their name, but it could be their name. Maybe I'm just double bluffing. It is a groom. I'll give away that much. Right. Agony Uncle's question.
Steve.
How do we navigate not wanting my stepmom in the group photos? She will be expecting to be front and centre, but we have different ideas. Looking forward to John and Chris shooting our wedding in 2028.
How are you going to navigate that, guys?
Oh, we've got to
mainly
navigate
John.
that, it looks like. Well,
Yeah.
John. Which you touched on in this episode that you missed today, Toby, actually.
So we
A
said
little
we'd
bit.
give him two answers. One which was quite useful, quite serious, and one where we just completely take the piss. So which one should we do first?
Let's go serious, John.
Let's
you
get-
can
let's
take it.
get serious.
Because I feel like this is more going to be this is literally a real life scenario now that you are facing.
Yeah,
So-
you might actually take this as advice. I think.
We're good at the serious.
Yeah. No. I want to make sure I consider this correctly. So you need to think about the consequence of anything you do and say, don't you?
Always.
And by that consequence, I don't mean you should be worried about upsetting her. Not necessarily. But whatever you do, is the juice worth the squeeze? So what I would be looking to do, because I am your photographer, is probably find a way that they are included just enough to satisfy them, but doesn't make it impact you guys too much, where you don't have to have an awkward interaction, but including them enough that they're happy. So that might look like a slightly carved out mini few portraits for those people where we just spend 2-3 minutes doing it, job's done, and they just move on, because that can avoid any awkward politics for you. It might look like giving her the job of getting the people together for group photos, and if she's having to do that, then she can't be in all of them.
Clever.
Right. Equally, you could also just say no.
This is it.
Yeah. So I think most seriously that the thing that you've got to consider is if you have to have a difficult conversation, that's going to have an impact and might sour the mood on your day a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not worth ruining your day for, is it?
It's really not
Suffering
worth
for a
it.
few.
Which you don't want to do.
You just want to keep everyone happy, don't you? And it's going to just have the most positive impact overall.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
I think it's definitely have a conversation with us nearer the time around how you definitely want to play that, because
Yeah.
we're fully supportive of whatever you want to do. And if we can navigate that in a way that makes it easy for you guys, then that's what we'll look to do. We can definitely do that. Should we go through the joke response now?
Yeah.
Should we role play one?
Okay. Who's who?
So, Chris, you be the couple, right? And Toby, you be the stepmom.
Okay. I'm awful at this, but let's go.
I'm two people.
Action.
You're two
Okay,
people,
cool.
yeah.
Well, no, you are talking on behalf of the couple. Toby, you're the stepmom. Action.
Hello. I'm having my photos taken.
When
Good
did I
start.
come? When can I come in?
Oh, fuck off, mum. You're not even
I
my
don't
real
be like
mum.
that.
Not even my real mum.
Shut up, you little squirt. Let me in.
Well, this could have gone worse, could it? Oh,
No.
fuck.
Fuck off, Julie.
Julie.
Yeah, that's your name,
Hmm.
Julie, stepmom. Fuck off, Julie.
Oh, I just want a picture with the beautiful couple. I'm going to ask the photographer. Photographer, can I have a photo now?
Is that me?
Are you having a stroke?
Ooh, let's do that again.
I like having my photos taken. I'm doing this.
Darling, do you reckon I can have a photo with you?
No, fuck off, ma'am. You're not even my real mum, are I?
Oh, why are you being like that, you little twat?
Well, I don't like it. I don't want a photo. Are I?
Oh, well,
Look.
I'm going to ask the photographer. Photographer,
You
can I
ask
have a
it.
photo, please?
Oh,
Wait, let me just check my notes. What was your name?
Julie.
Julie. Yeah, let me just, I've got a list, Julie. It's called Pricks I Don't Want Photos With. Let me just see if you're on it.
I put her on it. She's fucking
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, Julie, sorry, you're on the Pricks Tonight Have Photos Taken list.
I
Sorry,
don't
love.
fucking like her.
Oh, that's not very nice. I'll just do one on my mobile, better picture quality anyway.
We can't release that. Let's do this instead. Right, Chris, what would you say to the stepmom? We'll have a go each. Like, how would the conversation go beforehand?
Just simply tell her she's not my real mum. I tell her to go fuck herself and stop trying to make everything about her. Really?
Toby?
I would ask her to wear all green, tell her it's an all green themed wedding, and then I'll just green screen her out.
Genius.
That is
green morph suit.
Green wolf suit, yeah. That's brilliant.
Or get the photographer to read out all the people's names, and then just here are the people that are in the photo, and then here are the people that aren't in the photo. So it'd be, you read out the 8 names. You'll have like Steve, Bobby, Sarah, Pat, Georgie, and then people not in the photo, stepmum. Just do
That's
that
it,
for
yeah.
every photo.
Julie.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one's Ollie, Dave, Pete, and Nobby, and not in the photo is Julie. Just every time for every photo.
So this is
Yeah.
everyone. Big group photo, everyone. Everyone in the photo is everyone. And
Yeah,
not in the
yeah,
photo.
not you, Julie.
It's Julie.
Not you. Yeah, every single guest. Wait there, Julie.
You could be like, Julie, how amazing is this? The groom actually wants you to take the group photos.
What an honour. What an honour. What an honour.
Yeah. Julie, I actually need a hand here, darling. Can you come and stand next to me? Right, anyway. Hopefully that's helpful, Steve. We're going to go on to the final one. It's so good.
Is this the one you're most excited about, do you think, John?
Oh, my God, it's so good. I'm going to read the whole thing to you. It's long, so bear with, and I don't read aloud well. Hi, guys. Loving the pod and can't seem to get the Agony Uncles theme tune out of my head. High five. Speaking of Agony Uncles, I have a question for you. Best men. Do the brides-to-be get a say in who the best man is? Just for a bit of context on my situation, as I am in desperate need of your help, you are fucked if we are your last resort or your only resort.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the TikTok trend of we listen and we don't judge, please go and do your research before reading any further. My partner has one sibling, a younger brother who is my age. I went to college with the younger brother. We met through mutual friends and ended up dating for a short while. This is how I met my now fiance.
Brilliant.
We stayed friends after we separated and things have never been awkward, even when I started dating my now fiance. He's now the best man at my wedding. Awkward.
Oh.
My whole family met him when we were together, so I just feel incredibly awkward about the whole situation. So my question is, what the actual fuck do we do about this?
Well, you can't choose.
You can't.
choose the best
They're
man.
mates.
That's a full
He's-
stop
you
there.
know.
You can't. I feel like they've done it to stitch you
I
up.
reckon this is the
brothers.
world's longest bet. Like, bet you can't marry my girlfriend. Want to bet? Pint. Yeah, I bet you can't fucking get me to be the best man and all. All right? Bet, dude. Bet.
Yeah. I mean, do you think she wants real advice or she wants us to kind of mock the situation?
Really? Innit? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
don't really
can't.
have a choice if you want to marry the guy.
All your family
they-
would be like, is it that?
Yeah, I mean,
You
obviously,
look
I'm assuming the family
familiar.
know because she'll say, "Oh my god, his best man's my ex." Do you remember? And they'll probably just go, "Oh, isn't that funny?"
I can't wait. I mean, I'd love to hear the best man speech.
I do think of that, Toby.
Not,
The best man speech.
not
would
sure
be
that's helping,
one of-
Toby.
What a one up.
Especially like, I wonder who dumped who.
Well, it doesn't matter because I think she said, didn't we? We're friends since. We remain friends since. So it sounds like it was amicable
Yeah.
and everything's friendly, which is probably the worst thing in the world because he's not going to feel awkward about making a few gags about it, is he? What does she do? I don't think there's anything she
Not
can
much
do.
she
I
can
think,
do.
to be fair, if they're still friends, you just have to ride with
You
it.
have to ride with it.
Well, it sounds like she's done enough riding of the best man.
You d-
So it does sound a little bit like she's made her bed here.
and put two brothers in it.
Fuck me.
Oh no! I think the only advice I would have is style it out and hope it doesn't ruin you.
Again.
My advice would be cancel Chris because you don't want those speeches recorded.
I think if it's the status quo within your family setup, there's nothing to worry
It'll be
about.
fine.
No,
It'll be
I think
fine.
it's going to be absolutely fine. You're all good friends. Your brother, I'm sure, knows.
I would
your ex knows
100%,
not to,
depending on his character,
fucking
I would
be out of
expect a
order.
little bit of a mention in the best man speech. Hopefully he's not outright horrid.
Yeah, and you
No.
can't ask him to
No.
tell you the speech
But,
beforehand.
Yeah, you just hope he's kind, not embarrassing.
I think it's going to add a bit of fun to the debate, and I really do. I think it's going to make people give people a chuckle in their speeches. She just wanted to give us the tea.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Well, to be fair, the only real advice is
Cabbage.
Oh,
don't get engaged to your ex's
Be all right.
brother. Really, hindsight is 2020.
So I think let's take it back to the actual question because it was long, but I think the question was, can I have input in choosing my best man? No.
Nope.
What the fuck do I do about it?
Nothing.
There's not much you can do.
You did
You've
it.
done
No one else, love.
You did it. You know,
Yeah.
take a long,
And,
hard
you
look
know,
in the mirror.
Take responsibility for your
know?
actions.
Should we wrap up there because I'm hungry?
yeah.
Right. Well, what an agony uncle
Nice.
session. Hopefully we helped
Let's be
or
honest,
at
we
least
didn't help.
amused you in some way. Cool.
We never.
Right. Wrapping up then. Let's go. Chris, where can we find you?
Diamond Film Weddings.
Toby.
Toby Lidstone Photography.
And I am Jay War Photo. Don't forget to like the episodes, click subscribe on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we will see you next week, maybe. Probably
Maybe
2
4.
weeks though, won't
Who
it?
cares?
Maybe even 3. Peace out.
Fight and
week.
talk. You
We'll
were
be
only
here
here for
next
like
week.
5 minutes of this episode. So, fuck off, Toby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you fucking
Sorry,
loser.
I'm
Clean
got so
sheet
much
is
editing
gone.
to do.
It's gone. This doesn't save you. Gone.
The streak is over.